Okay, guys, let's do let's do interlude for Alpha. Undying, her black long hair, along with a few tags in her clenched fist, are the only things swaying in the warm wind. The adjacent area has been cleared. Are you sure that you don't need any filter? It's nothing more than a placebo. And it's not your duty to take care of me. Just tell me what you've got. Of course, our mission target Lucia the Construct. She has been found alive in the ruins. Nicola was silent for a moment, as if he was hiding his relief from the others. Alright, chat, Uncle Nicola really is uncle. Let me just remove this. Interlude. Let's put this here. You and you, come with me. Nicola and his fellow team members went over the ruins, built on corrupted corpses and broken walls, laboriously. At the top of the ruins, Lucia was standing still silently. She had run out of energy. Her long black hair, along with a few tags in her clenched fist, are the only things swaying in the warm wind. That's the end. The two bodies lying on the front of Lucia used to be her teammates, who were both defeated by her. How's the infection? Very close to the critical value, but not yet exceeded it. Nicola bypassed Lucia, who was holding a blade, and crouches to check the two constructs. The inward device of the two constructs were destroyed by guns. In fact, they were fully corrupted by the virus before being defeated by Lucia. He also found the lower part of an artificial limb holding a pistol, with a very neat transaction. Let's see. It is part of. How's the searching on the low Earth orbit going? We found the drop pod for emergency lift off floating aimlessly. The recycling has been commenced. Thank you. Things that happen here are going to happen are the top secret of humanity, understand? Okay. Now tell the purifying force not to purify this whole area. Separated. A few minutes later, a massive fireball with a long and fiery tail falls near Nicola from the sky. It slows the large grid-like main cabin with the Star of Life medical logo. In its side could be seen from the ground. The rubble crumbles from the thrust produced by the engine. Eventually, it landed on the center of an open space steadily, deploying an airdrop of all-terrain field hospital for one construct only. It's necessary as it's an emergency and a special case. The Science Council and Star of Life are in the same boat with you now. No need to worry about the law issues. I'll explain to the council. Is there something to do with your relationship with President Hassan? No, I'm just good at dealing with troublesome works like this. Anyway, we should play our own parts. When it comes to the future of humans, we shouldn't have any hesitation. Now get prepared for the remote surgery. Frankly speaking, we're only able to simulate the human consciousness even with the technology of MIND. You should know that the direct operation toward consciousness is way more complicated than general surgery, right? Of course, otherwise I wouldn't let you, the only person who has acquired this skill in the whole Babylonia, lead this operation. The analysis of consciousness has been completed. We will make a proposal regardless of the process of memory. That's our new pride of Babylonia. I'm just trying to end the whole thing as soon as possible. And I should tell you the truth. The past experience has caused ineffaceable impact on her. And I have to tell you that part of her consciousness is in a state of high entropy, which is kind of chaotic and very persistent. That's why I need her to stay loyal to humanity. In short, you want to erase her memory. only if necessary. Then I have to tell you that part of her consciousness is in a state of high entropy, which is kind of chaotic and very persistent. Even if I can deal with it, our connection is insufficient to meet the requirement of such a high precision transfer. If we insist to extract her memory, I cannot undertake the consequences. Then what's your plan? I think we better save that part of memory in the form of subconsciousness. If we can prevent it from being awakened, we'll be able to keep the integrity of her personality so that it won't be affected by that person of her memory. Okay, so this time it's wait, never mind. That person. I think the one that they're operating right now is it's Alpha, right? It's Alpha, right? Let's just continue. However, we cannot promise whether deviation will occur with time or not. Not even if we adopt the more conservative plan. I just need her will to be strong enough to last until the end of the war. As for the deviation, in this case, I'll carry out a branch operation in her consciousness and make a copy of it. Wait, as I remember, your principle is to retain the uniqueness of consciousness, right? Yes, and it's the only way to guarantee you become astonishingly obsessive when it comes to protecting the consciousness of the construct. I thought it was quite common for you to deal with cases like that when doing scientific researches. I'm quite surprised that you're such a compassionate person, seeing that you usually treat the construct as your objects of study. Don't overthink it. As a scientific researcher, I need a copy of her main personality as a control. That's all. It's up to you. In fact, you only need to ensure there's only one and active consciousness at the same time. Alright, I would rather listen to the advice from a professional. Is that okay? Okay. Falling. Nicola stood in front of Lucia's surgery pod in the dim cabin of the transport craft, knocking the glass slightly with his finger and watching Lucia lying inside through the glass. The pilot of the transport craft walked inside the cabin and saluted Nicola at his back. Sir, report. Lucia and the surgery pod have been loaded. You can take off at any time. Are you? I'm good. You can take off once you finish your preparation. Then Nicola took a peek at the monitor at the upper side of the cabin. Hurry up. Okay. Pilot turned and ran toward the cockpit, and hatch doors slide down slowly after Nicola walked out of the cabin. After the hatch door was completely closed, the transport craft rose slowly, while its landing gear is retracted inside the craft and blue flame was spraying from the bottom of the craft. It kept rising higher and eventually disappeared from Nicola's sight. A soldier wearing chemical protective clothing was rushing at Nicola. Report, sir, a new corrupted had been detected in Area 49 at 3 o'clock. Please return to the front line. Okay, I'll be there. The two pilots are taping the pale blue screen inside the transport craft. One of them casually lies in his seat after as the system vocalizes, entering autopilot mode. Phew, I have been operating in Area 49 lately. It's good to get a mission returning to Babylonia. I meet you. Gonna have some drink and FTL bar when I arrive. Warning, energy shock from... Yeah, your plan to relax is fucked up now. Warning, energy shock from the ground is approaching. Warning. The sudden warning pulled the two pilots back to reality. The pilot in the driver's seat immediately got up and tape on the electronic screen. Soon the outside of the transport craft was displayed on home screen in front of them. Hey, what is this flying in? Flying in? Luna. Displayed on the main screen is a red light beam with a radius of about 3 meters. The beam is surrounded by a faint red current, indicating the high concentration of punishing virus in it. The pilot tried to change the course, but as he reached the steering stick, the craft was pierced by a red beam of light. Boom. A huge explosion sound was heard, and the red emergency light kept flashing in the cockpit. By looking through the window, a transport craft could be seen falling to the ground, left the other pilot stunned. How is that possible? We're in the ice. Since when can the craft attack in such a range? That's Luna. To slow down the fall, the pilot near the control consoles desperately pushed the steering lever with his right hand while shouting loudly at the communicator in his left hand. Mayday, mayday. Anyways, Yep, that's Luna. Because on this era at that time is, I think, there's no way there's already a corrupted who can fly that high. It's either an ascendant. It's only an ascendant, I think. Transport craft 1068 needs report. We are falling. Repeat. Roland and Gabriel stand in the ruins. Yep. It's Luna. Gas kept coming out of Gabriel's frame, and through the parts that were not covered by his coat, a red electric current could be seen flowing through his body. The whole ruins were flattened, and the ground beneath him cracked. Right on the bullseye. This cannon you modified works well. Alright, now is the time to welcome another lady home. Roland jumps from the rubble and walks in the direction of the crushed aircraft. Hello? Power. Set a craft, thank goodness. After we were shut down, the craft rushes us. We can hold out much longer. You're here to help us, right? Yeah. We're here to help you. After this compound Lucia, they were like hunt and clear blood trail, and now they're even on my way. You will not know that this belongs to Miss Luna. Stand back. What if I let them die? Yeah, what if I let them die though? What will happen? Let's see what will happen. We will let this one die. Few more shot. Let me just focus here. Well, the other one died. Okay, nothing happened. Lucia. What? When this is... Okay. The heck. So we're on top priority escort mission. Only team members can approach the climb. Duty calls, friend. Move aside. We don't want any trouble. Yeah. I don't want to. Are you going to... Nope. With this one's full of punishing bars. We got contact. Sorry, lads. It's time for Roland to... We are retrieving Alpha. We are retrieving Alpha. Get bonked. Reunion. It was eerily quiet. A moment later, Miss Luna, I'm going to open it. Please take a step back. Be quick. Snap. Hello. This fucker, get the hell out of here. We're just busy staring at our brother Roland and our little Luna. Seems to be unconscious still. How can we wake her up then? Looking at the unconscious Lucia, Luna walked to the surgery pod and slowly raised her right hand to Lucia's face. The electric current started running up and down her fingertips. Lucia. As Luna touches Lucia ever so lightly, the scarlet punishing virus spreads through Luna to the entire operating pod. The virus invaded Lucia from different angles, and after such a strong stimulation, Lucia opened her eyes. Ohio. Awakened, Lucia looks around at the scarlet currents and become alerted. Corrupted. Oh shit. Wait, does Alpha remember? Remember Luna right now? Be careful, Miss Luna. Lucia broke free at Luna's power and Gabriel came between them just in time. Lucia took advantage of the situation and sprang out of the gap between the three, then rolled on the ground to pick up the weapon next to the pilot's body. You haven't fully regained your consciousness. Are you able to go into combat mode as you are? Gabriel moves his arm away from Luna and walks toward the new violent Lucia. Lucia steadies herself with her weapon and slashes at Gabriel without no hesitation. In the face of Lucia's powerful slash, Gabriel calmly raised his right arm and blade made a crisp sound of metal clashing as it reaches Gabriel's right arm. What shocked Lucia is that no matter how hard she tries, she could not move her blade an inch forward. It's hard. Put down your weapon. As he spoke, Gabriel clenched his left hand and threw a punch at Lucia. Lucia quickly pulled her blade back and parried the attack, but the punch still sent Lucia flying. Stop, Gabriel. Oh shit. Don't make the agent of Asnet angry, Gabriel. I mean, Gabriel, you fucked up. You fucked up in the main story. There's no revelation for you, so yep. You're just a side character. Gabriel then stopped to attack and hid his steel arm and back under his cloak. Lucia sees Luna. A smile flashed across Lucia's face, but no, that was your core. Oh shit. Oh no. This is what Luna don't want to, because when we finish Interlude for Luna Laurel, this is the thing that we should like avoid to happen. For like this is the thing that she wanted to avoid. The transformation of Luna failed, so she was abandoned by humans. I am that Luna. It's impossible. The goddamn crop. The punishing virus. Lucia kept holding her blade and moved slowly to the left. She moved a few steps, rolled over a broken wall, then ran toward the preset spot. The three watches Lucia from a distance in silence. Miss Luna, she's running out of the capturing area. I know. Luna fell silent as she watches Lucia leaving, then returned at Roland to give him a new order. Roland, help me to bring Lucia back. You're okay. Time to fight. Lucia moves quickly through the city's shadow. Human armies can be seen marching through the street as she approaches the designated area. Lucia turns to face the other way after confirming the direction. When she sees no trace of the corrupted, she feels relief and slows down. Okay. Chat. It means if this is how Lucia become alpha, her eyes become more, her hair become white. Does that mean if ever, just if well, let's just put that in my mind. I'm not gonna like tell that stuff right now. Maybe it will be answered later. Because again, being ascendant doesn't mean you need to be never mind, it's already solved. I mean, what I meant is that being an agent doesn't mean you need to like have a revenge, right? So there's a possibility that again, a creation because again, even in Lucia Alpha's case, she's being invited by the by the Asnet, right? And she's avoiding it, so it means anyone can be invited to become an agent if I know it doesn't if they required a certain they got a certain what's called there's a certain requirement that needed to be done, something like that. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. All of a sudden, memories of the past flooded into Lucia's consciousness. Humans. No, I can't go there. Lucia's legs started trembling and suppressing her headache. She turned her back to the base and marched on. A few days later. You are pretty tough, but I'm almost tired of this. Lucia barely held on to her blade as she stumbled across the city. The extensive and intense fight has put Lucia to critical condition. And it does not help that she is fighting without a mind beacon and MIND. When her frame stops working, Lucia falls hard on the ground. The fall sends her weapon flying. Lucia slowly crawls to her weapon, then holds it in her right hand and tries to get back on her feet by leaning on it. I can't stop yet, I must get up. See guys? Again, literally, the current Lucia and our baby girl, she have let's say Alpha is literally like current Lucia. It's just on her surroundings. It's the effect of us inviting Lucia on Grey Raven, being commandant of Grey Raven, chat, right? That's what changed Lucia. If something like that can happen later on, maybe Alpha will open her heart at us again, at Grey Raven again, probably. But Lucia could only kneel on the ground and finally lost all of her power. She then fell to the ground again and went into a coma. After some time, Lucia slowly opened her eyes. She found that she's not in the ruins of City 49, but the church she knows so well in her memory. As Lucia raised her hands, she found they were not cold and mechanical with a bionic coating, but were warm flesh, and she was able to say anything she wanted to say anything. Suddenly, Lucia felt something. She looked behind and saw a little girl holding an ugly frog doll, talking to her. Her body automatically started a conversation with that girl. Lucia, I'll protect you. I think she's doing this. Luna is doing this so that Lucia can tell that, yeah, sister, I'm still the same. I'm still the same sis. I'm still the same sister of yours. It's just the how you see me is as a monster. But yeah, in let's say in reality, I'm still your sister, right? This power of mine is just being misunderstood by everyone, something like that. The girl goes farther and farther away from Lucia. Lucia wants to ask the girl what she said, but she cannot make any sound. The church then disappears, and Lucia plunges into endless darkness again. Oh wait, never mind. She is dreaming. There was nothing but loneliness and emptiness in the dark. Suddenly, a cold touch was felt and the darkness faded. Lucia opened her eyes again. Having regained some of her strength during the coma, Lucia could finally pick up the weapon. I smell a rat. Keep running, it will make it more interesting, Lucia. I can't win in my current state. I've got to get away. Where can I go? You know what's crazy? Dear chat, because we're using this frame, is Lucia Lotus frame. Despite us having despite this frame, this character is literally alpha right now. Watch that, that's why it's so crazy. That's good, girl. Miss Luna's waiting. Don't try to fool me. Okay, interesting. Oh. Where are you going? Away from me, you corrupted. Ouch it! Ouch it! Oh. The skill issue. I'm having a skill issue. Hold on. Your streamer having a skill issue, chat. Hold on. Huh? Oh shit.
大丈夫です。私の剣の炎は全ての障害を焼き尽くします。私の剣の炎は全ての障害を焼き尽くします。
To retain my stamina.
容赦しまくれんで全てを集結させる。
Oh shit.
大丈夫。
Expected of Miss Lunas. So you want to do it the hard way.
戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか？
Tears. Not Lucia. Alpha more or less. After several days. The way how they portrayed is like, oh shit, bro is so angry like this, bro. They gonna, bro's like go planning to kill Alpha, and then on the current time, we know how scary Alpha is, right, chat? not even Roland like avoiding her, right? After several days, the sky began to rain heavily. Behind the ruins, Lucia's hiding in the sound of Roland's footsteps reverberate. This time, Roland was not as relaxed as before. He's annoyed. All the fighting, escaping, and hiding has worn out Lucia's frame, its colors having worn away. And days of the fighting also left mark on Roland as he looked a little weary under the rain. Oh shit. I'm tired of this. He has made it here. Lucia, I know you're here. Stop hiding. Lucia bore the pain and held the weapon in her mouth. She then used her left hand to pull a strip of cloth from her uniform and tied the weapon to her right hand. As the uniform was torn apart, a string of contrast nameplates fell from Lucia's arms. Lucia closed her eyes slowly. She then slightly lifted her head and picked up the nameplates before hanging them around her neck. After finishing all this, Lucia leaned against the wall, stood up slowly, then waited quietly for the opportunity to come. In the distant ruins of buildings, Gabriel held a dark umbrella to keep Luna off the rain. Luna gazed throughout at the street where Roland and Lucia were. It's been a week. You still haven't managed to control Lucia. I mean, it's kind of her reaction is so normal, but again, she's in a coma and you guys appear out of nowhere, and then this is also the first time that she see you, Luna. So it's a normal reaction of Lucia, right? Let's say Alpha. It would be much easier if we didn't rush to use the Ascendant's ability on her. See? But during this period of time, Lucia and I have seen each other many times. If she's just confused, or perhaps she was never confused. Instead, her hatred for punishing Varus has overtaken that of. Luna suddenly looked up at something as something came up to her mind and went in the opposite direction from the Roland and Lucia. Gabriel tried to keep up but was stopped by her. I have to leave for a while to find something. Gabriel, you stay here and make sure Roland won't get out of control and show his and sister's frame. The brother is angry. Okay. After some researching, Roland pinpoints Lucia's location. He now moves cautiously toward her. Hey, how's that dirty corner treating you? Oh shit. When Roland came to a dead end, Lucia jumped out from behind and slashed at Roland's neck. But it only hit on Roland's chin blade, as Roland was clearly on guard and foresaw Lucia's attack. So close. It's a pity that you didn't take your chance. It's my turn then. Roland flips his chain blade and charged Lucia's weapon to the ground. Then he dashed against Lucia with all his power and sends her flying into the street. Roland bends over and gasps for breath. He then raises his gun and limps toward Lucia, lying on the street. Finally, you can't hide anymore. After being knocked down, Lucia still tried to stand up by leaning on her weapon. So it's literally, you know what's interesting here? Because the way how they copied consciousness, how Science Council copies it, Science Council, or it's the some other faction who did that. But yeah, the way how they copied the consciousness is so exactly. This is how we know. This is how we know our baby girl Lucia acts. She's persistent to not giving up. Alright. Don't move, otherwise you'll lose more than your leg. Lucia swings her weapon with all her might. This sudden attack makes Roland stagger backward to stabilize himself. Before Roland could press forward again, Lucia had raised her weapon to her own heart. What? Oh, she's going to suicide. Roland had never imagined Lucia to do this. At the moment the blade touched her frame, Lucia was interrupted by a sudden sound from a distance. As Lucia looked back, she saw Luna approaching slowly from the other side of the street. Rain pours down on Luna, but her determination and pride will never be washed away. Her determination, however, is accompanied by a crushing agony on her face. It's much easier to die than live in hell. But we promise to keep on living together. The little sister who followed you around and couldn't live without you is alive and standing right in front of you. And now you're going to leave me. Luna took out an old doll hidden behind her back. Now we're back. Again, now we are back on chapter 3. Yeah, on main story chapter 3, I think. When we about to the game is going to introduce Forsaken, right? That time that this doll. But this is not the original one. I only found this in the ruins nearby, because I left the original one to you, my sister. Is that doll still here? Lucia holds her position with tears running down her face. Luna's words remind her of the church from her childhood days, the little girl and her powerless self. Two figures approach from the other end of the street. As they come closer, a blurred image of the girl becomes more and more clear in Lucia's eyes. Lucia, when can I go out with you? You can't go out yet. It's too dangerous outside. But you're always the one who protects me, and I want to protect you this time, or help at least. I promised mother and father that I would never let anyone hurt you, so I'll handle the riskier parts. When I grow up, I'm leaving home and keep you safe. The young Lucia just reached out her left hand to Luna, but she could touch nothing. The illusion of those two little girls would then walked past Lucia and Luna in the present and disappeared in the blink of an eye. Luna comes to Lucia. I don't know, Alpha, you don't have the baby girl title, but yeah, I can headbutt you though. Luna comes to Lucia. She holds Lucia's face in one hand and, with the other hand, gently brushes off the hilt of Lucia's blade in her hand. Lucia, sis. Luna. Lucia almost collapsed into Luna's arms. Tears ran down her cheeks. Lucia's cry was heart-wrenching. Battlefield, human, the virus, survival, salvation, trust, betrayal, despair, hope. At that moment, Lucia could finally let go of all the heavy burdens. See, this is how now we have a deep understanding of on Alpha's side. Yeah, battlefield, human, the virus, survival, salvation, trust, betrayal, despair, and hope for her to see her sister Luna. Right? Betrayal because of the what happened to Revenge. Fuck you, Vone. It's because of you, right? Because you're the one who did some shit right there. Vonnegut, I don't know what your name, but you're Vonnegut, I think. As a normal teenage girl and have a good cry, Gabriel and Roland stood aside in silence. The rain is still coming down furiously, muffling all sounds. I can protect you now, Lucia. So starting from today, let's be yourself. I will say it again. We are having a we now understand. I mean, I already understand it way on the in the main story. The way how because I thought she's planning to kill, and she literally said that yeah, I'm planning to kill you. Alpha said that I'm planning to kill you, Lucia. Right? She said that on chapter 14. We just recently finished it, by the way, on today's stream. So yeah, she said yeah, I'm on the beginning. I literally plan to kill you, but again, I have this hope like, what if you're going to take another path than the one that I took in? What's the consequence of the path that you're doing right now? Right then, other than that, she's still having the hope for like of just like what Luna said about also because Luna got pick interest on Shomen's experiment. Like, can they also can Ascendant? Because again, Shomen said that yeah, Ascendant can be mass produced. Other than that, Luna said that Shomen is only thinking of the within the box. But if we think outside of the box, it can also use as a thing to make Ascendant back to being to their normal self. A chance, okay. Luna said that on extra story chapter 2. Yep, chapter 2. No, extra story chapter 1. I mean. So yeah, it's just yeah, this is how a older sister works. I mean. Because again, on Lucia's side right now, on the current Lucia, is that Lucia is more focused on caring on us, Commandant, right? So, and on this part, on Alpha, she's caring in her sister and also for both her sister and herself. Right, chat? And she's a tough one, by the way, as well. That's why. Very good, very good.